We bring you the latest edition of MBC News. I am Sifatim Susa, and my sign language interpreter tonight is Lynn Lemponda. The headlines. President Dr. Razarus Chakwela reaffirms his administration's resolve to completing various construction works which were stalled across the country. Government of Israel reaffirms its commitment to ensuring improved welfare of Malawian workers on labor export program. And a total of 43 farming groups in Mangochi receive grants of over 300 million kwacha to venture into different enterprises. We're glad you could join us. President Dr. Razarus Chakwela has reaffirmed his administration's resolve to completing various construction works which were stalled, including Zomwe Stadium and Domasi Community Hospital. Dr. Chakwela said meaningful development activities such as roads construction have capacity to uplift the living standards of people in the country. He made the remarks when he inspected some construction works and Zomwe Market. Austin Chakwela was there.
Dr. Chakwela first visited Zomwe Market, where he interacted with business persons to hear from them challenges they are facing. The president then assured them of government's commitment to create a conducive environment for operating various business activities. Thereafter, Dr. Chakwela proceeded to a 15 billion kwacha Zomwe Stadium. Despite its minimal progress in the construction of the 20,000-seater facility, the Malawi leader was impressed with what he has seen and expressed keen interest in fast-tracking its completion. Speaking to the people gathered at the stadium, he said projects like these have potential to transform lives of people. Another project the Malawi leader was pleased with and assured of government's assistance is Domasi Community Hospital, which after completion will enhance public health service delivery. Its construction started in 2012. Out of 35 houses planned for construction, only 10 are almost complete. The facility is expected to partially open towards the end of this month, treating outpatients only. Austin Chakwela, MBC News, Zomwe.
Later, President Chakwela toured Domasi College of Education's new infrastructure and received the Walankhula College of Education from the Japanese government through JICA. Mercy Zamawa with the details.
Arriving at Domasi College of Education campus, President Dr. Razarus Chakwela and the First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwela, were welcomed by Vice President Dr. Michael Usi, some cabinet ministers, Domasi College officials, as well as traditional leaders, among others. Dr. Chakwela then toured new rebuilt modern library and science laboratories at the campus. Speaking to the gathering, the Malawi leader praised the history of the city of Zomwe in terms of sustainable construction, including the buildings built by Japanese government. The president also emphasized the importance of creating job opportunities for students who complete their studies at schools such as Domasi College of Education, saying it is not good for them to be unemployed. President Chakwela also thanked the Japanese government for its support to Malawi.
On behalf of the Malawian people and government, please accept my heartfelt gratitude for the generous grant that your government availed to my government to facilitate the development of this college as well as Walankhula College. In funding the construction of colleges of education, you have laid the foundation for the long-term human capital development of Malawians, born and unborn. In funding the construction of colleges of education, you have given us the chance to equip and empower our people with the requisite skills and knowledge for the achievement of Malawi 2063.
In addition, Dr. Chakwela has announced that he has been invited to Germany, where, among other things, he will discuss various matters, including the transport of ships on Lake Malawi. Speaking area, Minister of Education Madalitso Kambawa-Werima said the importance of quality education cannot be overemphasized and that the construction of the new facilities will, among other things, motivate students at the college to work hard. Taking his stand, Japanese ambassador to Malawi, Yoichi Oya, expressed his government's commitment to the continuation of its support to the development of this country.
Malawi is a country with great potential. More than half of the population is under the age of 18, who will be a future driving force of economic development. In order to promote economic growth and create a society in which Malawi's youth can prosper and play an active role, Japan will spare no effort to cooperate for the empowerment of these future leaders.
The opening of the new infrastructure at Domasi and the handing over of Nalikule College of Education comes at a time when the government has increased this year's students' intake by 26%. Zamawa, MBC News.
And tomorrow, Saturday, President Chakwela will visit and engage with local business persons around Rosalind's Beach Hotel at Senior Chief in Ponta in Mangochi. In a statement, the Office of the President and Cabinet says thereafter the President will tour Cement Product Limited, Njereza plant in the same area of Senior Chief in Ponta. The statement further says thereafter Dr. Chakwela will have an interface with business professionals of Mangochi at Makokola Retreat in the same district. The presidential program will start at 8:30 in the morning. The special memorial mass in honor of the former late Vice President Dr. Saulos Chilima will be held tomorrow. The event will take place at Insipe Catholic Ground in Ncheu, from where Timothy Kateta reports.
The mass will mark almost 40 days since the tragic death of Dr. Chilima in a plane crash that also claimed lives of other 8 officials on the 10th of June this year. According to a representative of the family, Joshua Valela, who is the cousin of the late Chilima, the mass remains significant as it will provide room for the family and the Catholic Church to remember their beloved relative who was also a pillar to the family.
The significance is really saying the official mourning period, as far as the church concerned, is coming to an end. Of course, as a family, we will always mourn our dear departed relative, but officially on the calendar of the church, the 40th day marks the end of the mourning period, so that the family can go back to doing what they were doing normally before the departure of a relative.
Meanwhile, Group Village Headman Gwedeza is expressing hope that all those attending the mass will give respect to the former Vice President by refraining from bringing politics during the event. Gwedeza further disclosed that they will continue mourning Dr. Chilima until the end of 3 months, as directed by Inkosi Amakosi Goman V, who has lost his trusted and committed MP Bieni. Bishop Peter Adrian Chifugwa of Dedza Diocese will lead the mass. Timothy Kateta, MBC News, Blantyre.
Now, the government of Israel has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring improved welfare of Malawian workers going to Israel on a labor export program. The remarks were made by Raisin Siason Shirley, Director of Bilateral Agreements and Foreign Workers, Population and Immigration Authority of Israel, during a meeting with officials from the Ministry of Labor. Isaac Jali reports.
After the high-level meeting between the Israeli delegation and Malawi's Ministry of Labor officials in Lilongwe, Raisin Sasson Shele from Israel said the government of Israel intends to transfer high agricultural technologies to Malawi through the labor export program and she also emphasized that the issue of welfare of the workers, which sometimes becomes contentious, is well taken care of, as no worker will be receiving less than $1,500 a month. She also emphasized that Israel is dealing directly with government of Malawi to ensure smooth implementation of the labor export program as opposed to other employment agencies.
The workers, the agriculture workers that are coming to work in Israel will receive almost the same benefits and salary as Israeli workers. The average salary, not the average, the minimum salary in Israel is approximately $1,500 per month. We encourage the people to come to work in Israel in agriculture to learn high methods of agriculture in Israel and also to save money and to send money for the Malawi for the benefits of the both countries.
Minister of Labor Agnes Nyalonje emphasized the need for those traveling to Israel to observe high standards of discipline, hardworking and commitment, which Malawi is known for.
I want to underline that government is, together with the government of Israel, doing things in an orderly manner to make sure that out of it we produce quality workers to go to Israel, because one thing must be emphasized. The Israeli side want quality workers for their farms, and the Malawi government is interested in sending quality because we know we have quality.
Meanwhile, following the job order which government of Malawi received from Israel some time back, recruitment and vetting process is underway to send only the deserving workers. According to Nyalonje, Minister of Labor will from the 22nd to 26th of July embark on a countrywide interviews of those shortlisted. Through the arrangement, Malawi stands to benefit through tackling youth unemployment, forex, remittances, and skills transfer. Isaac Jali, MBC, Lilongwe.
And you are watching MBC News with me, Sifati Msusa, and my sign language interpreter is Lynn Lemponda. A reminder of our top stories. President Chakwela reaffirms his administration's resolve to completing various construction works which were stalled across the country. Government of Israel reaffirms its commitment of ensuring improved welfare of Malawian workers on a labor export program. And a total of 43 farming groups in Mangochi receive grants of over 300 million kwacha to venture into different enterprises.
Welcome to St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, where we prepare our students for the future with excellence, diversity and innovation. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela offers a wide range of academic programs that cater for the interests and abilities of our students. Our teachers are qualified, experienced and dedicated to helping learners achieve their goals. We have 3 schools under St. Peter's Private Schools. We have a primary school, boys' secondary school and a girls' secondary school at your disposal. Science and technology are crucial in today's world. We have audio visual learning facilities, state-of-the-art laboratory and a modern and well-equipped library. At St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, we also celebrate our diversity and our culture. We also prepare our students for the next stage of their lives. So what are you waiting for? Join us at St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela today and discover your potential. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela.
In Malawi, where the rhythm of life beats strong, there's a name that's been a beacon of trust for 7 decades. That name is Old Mutual. For 7 decades, we have stood beside you, weathering storms and celebrating triumphs. Since the opening of our first branch in 1954, we continue to help Malawians achieve their lifetime goals and dreams. 70 years of doing great things with Old Mutual.
Welcome back. Chief Resident Magistrate Madalitso Chimwaza has adjourned hearing of an extradition case involving Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his wife Mary on to Monday, 22nd July. On Friday, defense lawyer Annelien van de Heever played video clips during the morning session and then continued cross-examining the state witness from South Africa, Sibongile Mzinyati, in regards to the video clips. Van de Heever played the clips to find out whether the witness had made enough investigations on the claims that were made in the clips.
We believe we proved to the court that this whole conspiracy against the Prophet was driven by inter alia xenophobia. It's quite clear from the Prophet's own account of why he came here and from that Sanko report that it was driven by the fact that he's a Nigerian. They don't like the way he practices his religion and they just want him out of South Africa. That's why they set out to do what they did. We also showed, or I believe we demonstrated to the court, that these cases, these criminal cases, has its basis in this xenophobia as well as the attempts by the police to extort money from him. You will recall we demonstrated through the Prophet's own words and through other witnesses that they tried to get him to pay them 10 million. And they said, if you don't pay this 10 million, we will make sure there's many cases against you. And we've now proven the history of it, that when all of this happened, it's not when he was in trouble that he now came up with an excuse and said, oh, look what they've done to me. He predicted this because of the actual facts, that this is what's going to happen, and that's in fact how it happened.
And Idziko Ndiantu Malunda is the Chief State Advocate.
It appears we may indeed conclude the case in this sitting. As you heard, we have Monday, we have Tuesday, and at the end we just also asked the court that maybe at the back of our minds we should take into consideration the possibility of continuing on Wednesday. So the magistrate also accepted that that is indeed a possibility. So we are happy with the progress and hope to indeed finish the proceedings in this sitting. Justice demands that we accord due care to this case, just like any other case. It's impossible, looking at what has transpired in court throughout, the documents that have been tendered, that we could wake over the weekend and come up with reasonable or indeed sufficient submissions. If we did, we would be doing an injustice to the case, and that could potentially cause a miscarriage of justice.
A total of 43 farming groups in Mangochi have received matching grants amounting to about 339 million kwacha to venture into different enterprises as one way of reducing pressure of fishing activities on Lake Malawi and Malombe. Speaking during a check presentation at Mwalija Fish Landing Site in the area of Traditional Authority Chumala, FAO's Fisheries Officer and Lead Technical Officer for the project, Valerio Crespi, said among other things, the project seeks to support communities around Lake Malombe on alternative livelihood as opposed to fishing, which has been a long-time source of income, Owen Mavula reports.
The fisheries sector reports that Malawi is facing continued pressure on Lake Malawi and other water bodies due to overfishing, a development which is also threatening existence of fish species of economic importance such as jambo. For instance, in early 1970s and 80s, Malawi used to produce about 80,000 tons of jambo annually, but now the country is producing about 10,000 tons. In light of this, the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, in partnership with the government of Malawi through the Department of Fisheries, is implementing the Fisheries Resilience for Malawi project in Mangochi with the objective of improving the resilience of fishing communities around Lake Malombe to effects of climate change. According to FAO's Fishery Officer and Lead Technical Officer for the project, Valerio Crespi, selected groups are receiving financial support to venture into different enterprises such as beekeeping, livestock farming, just to mention a few.
We are also supporting community that depend on, for example, chicken, egg production or banana plantation. So this or beekeeping, for example, these are the kind of initiative that we are pushing in order to reduce also fishing pressure on the lake.
For his part, Director of Fisheries Dr. Hastings Zidana expressed optimism that the initiative will help provide alternative livelihood to communities along the Lakeshore District and reduce pressure of fishing activities on Lake Malawi and Malombe.
It's really important that we support these communities on alternative livelihoods so that they can reduce that pressure in the lake. So that's why you have seen us today. We are giving this check to the communities so that they can also do other enterprises like aquaculture, livestock, crops, but also beekeeping.
Morrison Thomas, chairperson of Fisheries Association of Lake Malombe and Upper Shire in Mangochi, hailed the organization and the government of Malawi for the initiative. The Fisheries Resilience for Malawi project is being implemented under the theme Enhancing Ecosystem Restoration through Alternative Livelihood Options. Owen Mavula, MBC, Mangochi.
In business news, members of the public have started embracing a saving culture as financial institutions are registering growth in retail deposits. One such institution is NBS Bank, which has registered a 43% customer deposits growth in its 2023 year performance. We have a report.
As players in the financial sector continue with efforts towards increasing the banked population in the country, others are pushing for a savings culture among their existing clientele. Against this background, Malawi Stock Exchange listed NBS Bank's financial reports for 2023 indicate a significant improvement in consumer deposits. Speaking at the bank's investor forum in Blantyre, Chief Executive Officer Kwanere Ngwenya expressed satisfaction with how the development has contributed to their revenue growth.
It gives the bank the confidence that customers have confidence on us. They appreciate our distribution channel, our way of doing business, our whole banking model. I think that's what they appreciate more. So for us to see a significant growth, especially on what we call CASA, which is current account and savings, it showcased that really the bank is in the right path and the customers have faith and trust in what we're doing.
As a bank, the bank has in the year under review made a profit of 29 billion kwacha, and its deposits have grown to over 500 billion kwacha. A shareholder in the financial institution, Brian Kampanje, said the good performance and growth in customer participation indicates sound strategic planning.
We are very happy with the position they have now, considering the fact that the bank was struggling in 2017, when it was technically insolvent, and that is the brink of closing. So being able to achieve such performance from 2017 to date, and adding it up to 60 years, we are very happy that the bank has survived and is geared for growth.
Meanwhile, financial institutions continue with product creation towards achieving financial inclusion and narrowing the financial service gap. Elin Chimoyo, MBC News, Blantyre.
Azam TV has announced the addition of Spanish, Italian leagues as well as the Carabao Cup content on its platform from the upcoming football season starting in August. Azam also broadcasts local content including MBC TV and MBC2 on the go. The company's business manager Said Kadasha explains more.
The Malawi is going to see the new sports content and new Chichewa content at the affordable prices like La Liga, Series A, Carabao, and the Chichewa series from 6 to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 to 8, 9 to 10 p.m. They are going to watch it as low as, as affordable price at 10,000 kwacha. This all available along with another 136 channels. It was a long standing request from most of the Malawi customers, and due to this economic situation, we need some entertainment at home where we can spend less and keep more entertained. That is a motive which also trigger us, and the requests, so many requests from our subscribers that we need more content like local content and sports content.
And that item concludes this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories before we leave. President Chakwela reaffirms his administration's resolve to complete various construction works which were stalled across the country. Government of Israel reaffirms its commitment of ensuring improved welfare of Malawian workers on a labor export program. And a total of 43 farming groups in Mangochi receive grants of over 300 million kwacha to venture into different enterprises. For more on these and other stories, follow MBC Digital on Facebook, X, Instagram, and our website mbc.mw. I am Sifati Msusa, and my sign language interpreter was Lynn Lemponda. Thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend ahead.